Today's thought: a door is much smaller compared to the house. A lock is much smaller compared to the door. And a key is the smallest of all. But a key can open entire house. Thus, a small thoughtful solution can solve major problems. We have already seen this prose in celebration of being alive summary in our previous class video. Today we are going to see this prose briefly. We all know that Dr. Christian Bernard was the first doctor to perform a heart transplant surgery. Here we have an extract of his speech wherein he narrates an experience which has changed his perspective of life altogether. Let's find out what led to such a dramatic transformation. Now let's move on to the lesson. More and more, as I near the end of my career as a heart surgeon, my thoughts have turned to the consideration. Consideration means careful thought. Careful thought is called consideration. Consideration of why people should suffer. Suffering seems so cruelly prevalent. Prevalent means common. Prevalent means common. Prevalent in the world today. Do you know that of the 125 million children born this year, 12 million are unlikely to reach the age of 1 and another 6 million will die before the age of 5. And of the rest, many will end up as mental or physical cripples. Cripples means people with some disability preventing them from performing certain normal functions. Meaning in Tamil, முடவன் இல்லைன்னா நொண்டி சொல்லுவோம்ல. Dr. Christian Bernard. He was the first doctor who performed a heart transplant surgery. This prose is part of his speech. Here he says his experience. Here he says, near the end of his career as a heart surgeon, his thought turned to peoples. He thought why peoples are suffering. In this world, big sufferings are looking normal by the people. And here he raised a question. Do you know that of the 125 million children born this year, 12 million are unlikely to reach the age of 1. 6 million children will dying before the age of 5. And many children will end up their life as a mental or physical cripples. Mental or physical disorder. My gloomy thoughts probably stem from an accident I had a few years ago. One minute I was crossing the street with my wife after a lovely meal together, and the next minute a car had hit me and knocked me into my wife. She was thrown into the other lane and struck by a car coming from the opposite direction. In this paragraph he says, long years ago, me and my wife was crossing the street after a lovely meal together, and the next minute a car hit me and my wife. That was a gloomy thought, and my wife was thrown into another lane and struck by a car coming from the opposite direction. So that was a big accident. During the next few days in the hospital, I experienced not only agony and fear, but also anger. Agony means extreme physical and mental suffering because of that accident. I could not understand why my wife and I had to suffer. I had 11 broken ribs. This is the image of a rib. and perforated lungs. Perforated means torn and damaged with holes. My wife had a badly fractured shoulder. Over and over, I asked myself, why should this happen to us? I had work to do. After all, there were patients waiting for me to operate on them. My wife had a young baby who needed her care. Few days later in the hospital, he is getting anger and fear. He is thinking why me and my wife had to suffer. There his 11 ribs were broken and his lungs damaged badly. His wife also badly fractured on her shoulder. There Dr. Christian raised a question himself why it should happen to us. I have many works to do and many patients are waiting for me in the hospital, and my wife also had a young baby who needed her care. My father, had he still been alive, could have said, my son, it's God's will. That's the way God tests you. Suffering ennobles you, makes you a better person. Ennobles means makes dignified or morally noble. Here, the doctor thinking about his father. If my dad is alive, he will definitely say, my son, this is the will of God. Through this, God tests you, and these sufferings make you a better person. But as a doctor, I see nothing noble in a patient thrashing around. Thrashing around is an idiom word, meaning for thrash around, to move about restlessly. Thrashing around in a sweat-soaked bed, mind clouded in agony. Nor can I see any nobility in the crying of a lonely child in a ward at night. In this paragraph, he says, as a doctor, he saw nothing noble in a patient's suffering, and in the crying of a lonely child in a ward at night. In those days, they didn't have sophisticated mean well advanced. We have some more meanings for sophisticated. Here, well and advanced is correct meaning. Sophisticated heart surgery. I have always found the sufferings of children particularly heartbreaking, especially because of their total trust in doctors and nurses. They believe you are going to help them. If you can't, they accept their fate. They go through mutilating surgery. Mutilating surgery means surgery involving removal of tissue, even at the risk of worsening of the patient's condition. Mutilating surgery meaning in Tamil, சிதைக்கும் அறுவை சிகிச்சை. Mutilating surgery, and afterwards they don't complain. In those days, we don't have a well advanced heart surgery, but children have full faith on doctors and nurses, and they believe doctors and nurses will help them. Children accept mutilating surgery, and they thought that was their fate. After mutilating surgery, they will not complain. One morning, several years ago, I witnessed what I call the Grand Prix. Grand Prix means one of several international motor racing events is called Grand Prix. Grand Prix of Cape Town's Red Cross Children's Hospital. It opened my eyes to the fact that I was missing something in all my thinking about suffering, something basic that was full of solace for me. Solace means comfort or consolation in times of grief or pain. Several years ago, one morning, he witnessed what he called the Grand Prix of Cape Town's Red Cross Hospital. It opened his eyes to the fact that he was missing something in all his thinking about suffering. It was something basic that was full of solace for him. What happened there that morning was that a nurse had left a breakfast trolley unattended, and very soon this trolley was commandeered means take, commandeered by an intrepid. Intrepid means bold or daring is called intrepid. Intrepid grew off to a driver and a mechanic. The mechanic provided motor power by galloping along behind the trolley with his head down, while the driver seated on the mower deck. Galloping means processing in a rapid, seemingly uncontrollable manner is called galloping. And mower deck means grass cutter machine is called mower deck. Held on with one hand and steered by scraping his food on the floor. The choice of roles was easy because the mechanic was totally blind and the driver had only one arm. In this paragraph, one day a nurse had left a breakfast trolley unattended. At once, an intrepid crew of two took over it. One took the role of driver and the other a mechanic. He is a driver, he is a mechanic. The mechanic was totally blind and the driver had only one arm. See? They put on quite a show that day, judging by the laughter and shouts of encouragement from the rest of the patients. It was a much better entertainment than anything anyone puts on at the Indianapolis 500 car race. There was a grand finale of scattered plates and silverware before the nurse and ward sister catch up with them, scolded them, and put them back to bed. In this paragraph, both boys made an entertainment show on that day, and there is a full of laughing sound. That show was much better to compare Indian Police 500 car race. At that time, nurse came and she scolded that boy, and the nurse put back both to the bed. Before that, the nurse collected some silverware which the boys left down. Let me tell you about these two. The mechanic was all of 7 years old one night when his mother and father were drunk. His mother threw a lantern at his father, missed, and the lantern broke. Lantern means a lamp. Lantern broke over the child's head and shoulders. He suffered severe third degree burns on the upper part of his body and lost both his eyes. At the time of the Grand Prix, he was a walking horror. Horror means terror, with a disfigured face and a long flap of skin hanging from the side of his neck to his body. Disfigured means spoiled or mad in appearance. Now the doctor saying, let me tell you about these two. The boy who acted like mechanic, on that time he was 7 years old. One night his mother and father were drunk. That time his mother threw a lamp at his father, but unfortunately, that lamp fell the boy's shoulder and head. The boy suffered because of third-degree burn on the upper part of his body. This is the incident the boy lost his two eyes. At the time of the Grand Prix, he was walking horror with a disfigured face and a long flap of skin hanging from the side of his neck to his body. As the wound healed around his neck, his lower jaw became gripped. Gripped means take and keep a firm hold. In a mass of fibrous tissue, the only way this little boy could open his mouth was to raise his head. When I stopped by to see him after the race, he said, "You know, we won." And he was laughing. In this paragraph, when the doctor stopped the blind little boy to see him after the race, he said that they had won, and he was laughing. The trolley's driver I knew better. A few years earlier, I had successfully closed a hole in his heart. He had returned to the hospital because he had a malignant tumor. Malignant means very harmful to life. Tumor means disease growth in some part of the body. Malignant tumor of the bone. A few days before the race, his shoulder and arm were amputated. Amputated means cut off by surgical operation is called amputated. There was a little hope of his recovery after the Grand Prix. He proudly informed me that the trolley's wheels were not properly oiled, but he was a good driver and he had full confidence in the mechanic. In this paragraph, Dr. Bernard says, "I know the trolley driver very well. Few years earlier, I operated him and closed a hole in his heart. And after the Grand Prix, the driver proudly told Dr. Bernard that the trolley's wheels were not properly oiled. But he was a good driver and he had full confidence in the mechanic." Suddenly, I realized that these two children had given me a profound lesson in getting on with the business of living. Profound means very great. Very great is called profound. Because the business of living is joy in the real sense of the word, not just something for pleasure, amusement, recreation. The business of living is the celebration of being alive. Here, Dr. Bernard suddenly realized that the two boys had given a profound, very great lesson in getting on with the business of living. Because the business of living is joy in the real sense of the word, not just something for pleasure, amusement, or recreation. Business of living is the celebration of being alive. I had been looking at suffering from the wrong end. You don't become a better person because you are suffering, but you become a better person because you have experienced suffering. We can't appreciate light if we haven't known darkness, nor can we appreciate warmth if we have never suffered cold. These children showed me that it's not what you have lost that's important. What is important is what you have left. In this paragraph, Dr. Bernard says, "I looked suffering at the wrong way. Through suffering, you will become a better person. If you don't experience dark, you can't praise light." These two children showed me that it's not what you have lost that's important. What is important is what you have left in this world. In other words, life is only to live and celebrate when we are alive.